Before we begin, I wanted to read this to you. Got my phone. Right? I've been fucking around on X too much today. I don't know, I was having fun. People are fucking stupid today. A page, whatever the fuck it's called, X, whatever. Unusual Whales said, breaking news. Business leaders are paying as much as $5 million to meet one-on-one with the President Trump at his Florida compound, while others are paying $1 million apiece to dine with him in group setting, per Wired, right? And they linked the video, or the article. They actually linked the article. And I thought that was great. Spent all day on X trying to see if anybody dared link anything. And they linked the article. I thought, fantastic. I love reading articles when people link them. And so, ultimately, my reply wound up being, do you asshats not even read your own articles? Because in the article, it states, the invitation also includes a disclaimer stating, Donald J. Trump is appearing at this event only as a featured speaker and is not asking for funds or donations. So in other words, he's going to be doing a thing, and some PAC is raising money for Republicans off of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump, being the head of the Republican Party, is going to comply with that desire, and he's going to go and do a speech. Because, you know, I mean, it's so rare to get Donald Trump to go anywhere and do a speech. Except literally every day since he's become president. And for the past 8 years, like every day, he's doing a speech fucking somewhere. So yeah, Donald Trump goes give a speech to a bunch of rich people to fundraise for a Republican PAC. So I get what the article's trying to say. It's just, you know, again, 5 paragraphs down, it kind of states, it's not really as dramatic and bad as we're making it out to seem. He's just doing the same thing that every fucking politician does. This is the shit I was dealing with today. So, you know, this is going to be a fucking fun one.
The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So I've come to some stunning realizations again. No, we're still in 1,000 years of darkness. Don't you worry about that. That will not end anytime soon. When I finally put the kibosh on that and say, all right, we made it through and we're good, I'm going to be very old. It's not going to happen that soon. So, anyways, I've come to 2 realizations. One of them was brought to me by Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau brought me to the realization that, at the very least, one of the dummy arguments for why the tariffs is bad is fucking stupid. Like, ultimately. And bullshit. And it's just bullshit. Like, I mean, I knew it was bullshit to some degree. I just never really thought about it. And then when I thought about it, I went... So, that was the first realization I got to. Many of the arguments for the whole tariff thing, or against the whole tariff thing, is fucking stupid. And the second realization I came to is that Donald Trump, however it is that it happened, has literally driven people out of their fucking minds. Like, just out of their fucking minds. So, let's start with Justin Trudeau, because it's slightly less funny than the other one as far as I am concerned. So Justin Trudeau does this big speech, because, you know, he's trying to, like, he said he's stepping down because everybody hates Justin Trudeau. But now, he's kind of like, if I can, you know, get in with the leftists in America, and we can, you know, further our globalist hold over everything because we really want you to just be slaves. You know, like me, between Justin and AOC and all the other idiots and Zelensky and, you know, all the other fucking assholes that just want our money and just want us to be their slaves, like, other than all that, you know, we'll get all together with them, and then maybe we can just make everybody hate Donald Trump to the point where, like, he'll have to cave. Like, maybe if enough of us hate him, he'll have to cave. Like, at some point, he's gonna have to cave, right? Like, we're bitches, and that's what we will eventually do, because we're bitches, but, like, sooner or later, he's gotta cave, right? And no, the answer to that question is fucking no. Like, and honestly, here's the crazy thing. Our fate of this country is in the hands of a man who will literally get into a full-on, head-on collision if you just won't move playing chicken. He will just hit you. Like, he will like, you'll do it thinking he's got to move, and I'm just going to close my eyes. Like, that's what everybody else in the world right now is trying. We're going to stiffen our arms, push our foot to the metal, and close our fucking eyes and just pray that he isn't going to seriously just ram into us. That's their strategy, right? Now, all of the people that are not American in my audience, I would love to know how you feel about this analogy that I'm crafting, right? So your leaders are literally stiff-armed with their eyes closed. That's how they're playing chicken. Not smart, but nevertheless, that's how they're doing it. And I am fully aware that Donald Trump is driving that car with a hat backwards, a pair of sunglasses on, smoking a joint, thinking, I ain't gonna swerve. Right? Like, and that's the crazy thing. So from my perspective, like, I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of heartening. I gotta be honest. It makes me feel good about being in America. Right? Like, it makes me feel good about being an American. As crazy as that might sound to you, it really makes me feel good. Because for a long fucking time, we've been led by a bunch of people who just don't even fucking play chicken. They're just like, oh, okay, you just want my money? Well, here. And we just get robbed. At least Donald Trump got in the fucking, he has the balls to get into the car and play the fucking race. Like, that, first of all, is just kind of cool, but it's also kind of cool to know that no matter what, he is not going to swerve out of the way. It is literally on you to make the decision as to whether or not we live or die. The ball's in your court, because you know how the man's going to react to everything. Because he reacts to everything the same way he reacts to everything. All the time. He will not swerve. He will run straight into you. He doesn't care. Like, that to him is part of the fun. So, like, everybody brings up, oh, he's bankrupted so many companies. Yeah, I know. Because he's not going to swerve. So I think that's kind of funny. So, right now, the leaders of the world are trying to finagle this shit going on, right? So, wow, here we go. We're heading towards World War III. Finally, it's going to be Donald Trump's fault. Like, finally, Donald Trump's going to sit in America and talk about all he wants is peace and for everybody to stop killing each other. And then the whole world's going to attack him and then go, look, he started World War III. That's going to be fun. But, anyways, so Justin starts explaining to everybody that, the tariffs, they're not just bad. They're bad for Americans. Americans are going to suffer from this. You're going to have higher prices on, like, maple syrup and fucking fertilizer. And, like, the prices are in those two things are going to fucking skyrocket. And it's going to be crazy mad. And it's going to be mad fucking times, and you're all going to suffer, and it's going to be terrible for you. You're going to hate this. It's going to really fuck you up. Because what are you going to eat your breakfast with? And what are you going to fertilize your garden with? Obviously, you fertilize with fucking fertilizer. Right? So, you know, one can only subsist on breakfast jams for so long. You're going to need maple syrup. Right? And you need to put shit on your lawn. Because God knows, only Canadians are full of shit. You Americans certainly aren't full of enough shit to fertilize all your yards. So he's explaining how this is going to be awful for Americans. If Donald Trump puts tariffs, it's going to be awful for Americans. And then, in the next breath, he states, so, I'm going to be putting tariffs on America. And I'm like, but won't that be bad for your people? Like, won't you all suffer? Because you're not, you know, because it's going to raise prices on everybody? Isn't that bad? Or does it somehow equal out to a point where it's just kind of, you know, relatively benign? I don't know. But I think we're going to find out one way or another. Or we're going to find out what Justin's going to give up. Like, he's going to give up something. Like, Putin, right? This is how Putin works. Putin says, you know, I think I can make up a good enough reason to take over this little piece of land. Yeah, I got one. Yeah, they're Nazis. We're going to go fight fascism. Right? So then Putin goes into Ukraine to fight the Nazis. Right? Like, this is Putin's story. Putin goes into Ukraine to fight the Nazis. Right? We're going to kill off all the Nazis in Ukraine. They're all Nazis. So, Russia is now storming Nazi Ukraine to kill all the Nazis. And he just fucking boots on the ground. Let's fly some planes over, drop some bombs. Let's just start shelling places. Let's just blow everything up and fuck up their whole everything. Let's fuck up their infrastructure. We'll just collapse shit and we'll just start taking shit over. And it's going to be bad. And a lot of people are going to fucking die. But I don't care because, you know, we're fighting Nazis. So, right, that's how Putin does shit. Donald Trump goes, look, I'm going to tax you for selling us stuff. I'm going to tax the shit that you sell us. And if you don't like that, you know, you could be the 51st state. And then you don't have to deal with taxes because you'll be America. We want to bring Alaska back into the lower 48 by making 51, which will then combine 50 to 51 to all the other ones on the top, right? Like that, like, isn't that cool? Right? We'll just be America after that. It'll be neat. We'll have a lot more people, and we'll have a lot better economy, and you guys can stop doing dumb shit, and we can, you know, it'll be cool, wouldn't it? And Justin's gonna go, well, fuck you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna tariff you back. And Donald Trump goes, all right. Because again, he ain't moving. He's not going to swerve out of the way. He don't care. He will die on this hill because it doesn't matter to him. Whatever the calculations are that has gone through his head, he has said, this is what we're doing, and this is how it's going to work. We're going to do this, or you're going to do that, and then we're going to not do that, or whatever's going to happen. But we're going to do whatever we think is best for us. Right now we think you're fucking us in the ass. So at the very least, we're going to take your dick out of our ass. And then we're going to talk. Like, this is kind of how the man works. I don't know. And I don't know what it is that he really all in all thinks you guys are fucking us in the ass for. I don't really know the whole motivation. Maybe he just doesn't like Justin Trudeau. You know? All the way up until everybody told you to hate Donald Trump. Y'all liked Donald Trump and you hated Justin Trudeau. Now y'all love Justin Trudeau and hate Donald Trump. Because they told you to. For no fucking reason other than that. Donald Trump's trolling the idiot that you don't like, and you all took it personal. And now here we are. And guess what? Donald Trump don't care. He's gonna do it. But yeah, like it did occur to me that it was kind of silly to talk about how awful it is to put tariffs on countries, and then say, Awful because it hurts the people from the country doing the tariffing. Only to say, so we're going to tariff them back. Just fuck all our people. Like, obviously we know it's going to hurt them. But fuck them. You know? Because y'all can't have maple syrup anymore. Okay. Like, I don't... Dude, I'm a McMuffin man. I'm the McMuffin man, the McMuffin man. Yeah, I eat sausage McMuffins for breakfast. That's the only fucking breakfast I have. And if I have syrup with something... Honestly, I can't even think of the last time I had maple syrup. Is Mrs. Butterworth, is that maple syrup? What's maple syrup? Is maple syrup different than syrup? Is maple syrup different than Aunt Jemima? Not that Aunt Jemima exists anymore. We had to get rid of her black ass. She's just representing too much success. So, you know, everybody knows who fucking Aunt Jemima is. She's in every fucking grocery store in America. She's a very successful lady. So we gotta dump her ass because, you know, she's black. We can't have that be a thing. We can't have black people thinking they could be successful. So, right? What is that? But is that maple syrup? I don't even know. What the fuck is maple syrup? I remember having maple syrup. I know I've had maple syrup, and I really like maple syrup. I do. But don't we have maple trees? Like, aren't we able to grow maple trees too? Shit, y'all might fuck yourselves out of an industry. What if we stop buying maple syrup from you and just start making it ourselves? Oh, what if they bring Aunt Jemima back? Oh, shit. I don't know if you guys want to leave that vacuum open. If we run out of maple syrup, we might bring back Mrs. Butterworth. Well, I don't know, Mrs. Butterworth, fucking Aunt Jemima. We could bring back all of them. And then, if, you know, black people might start seeing black people being successful again. And wouldn't that just ruin everything? And I know Canadians make a lot more than just maple syrup and fertilizer. I could have swore that Justin mentioned things, but the only thing that really stood out to me was fertilizer. I'm sure there's other things that you guys make us that we, you know, desperately need. Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of Canadian-made things. I'm sure there's some sort of Canadian-made thing that I can't live without. I mean, I don't use a lot of fertilizer. I know farmers use a lot of fertilizer. But yeah, it's been decades since I've had fucking maple syrup, I think. I'm sure there's something that Canadians make that we really need. I'm sure you guys have all the cards. We'll find out. Anyways, so going on to the second thing. Second thing that made me laugh today is Canadians, sorry again, you guys, they're removing, like, all the American-made booze from their shelves. Like, you can't have American booze anymore. Apparently, Canadians are not allowed to have American booze anymore because we're in a trade war. Justin has put us in a trade war that he blames on Donald Trump. Justin, just cave, man. Like, you don't have the cards. Like, this isn't a thing. He says, I'm going to fuck you in a way that you should be fucked. And you go, but we don't want to be fucked anymore. We want to keep, you know, having it in our favor. And then he's going to go, okay, well then give me something. And you're going to be like, give him something. Like, that's how it works. Or he's just going to do what he's going to do because you don't have a choice. Like, you're not going to win this. I can't think of one Canadian product that I give a shit about other than maple syrup. And I don't even care that much about maple syrup. I mean, I don't want to run out of maple syrup. But I think we can grow maple trees. Can't we grow maple trees? So, I mean, hey, I'm just trying to make peace. I'm just trying to make everybody understand their fucking position in the world. And your position in the world is you make syrup. But now, you can't have our booze. And that could be bad for you. Like, that could fuck you up. People might put together the whole, holy shit, Justin put us in a trade war with Donald Trump. Because, you know, whatever, we're just blame it on whoever you want to blame it on. Donald Trump put us in a trade war with Justin. And you're going to get people that are going to go, hey, Justin, I need my booze. And he's going to go, but we're in a trade war. And they're going to go, yeah, I understand. And yeah, fuck Donald Trump, but I need my booze. They're not going to care. They're going to want you to fold. And we all know your bitch ass folds. So, right? But Canadians, you're not allowed to have booze. You can't have our booze anymore. No more of our booze. Because the Canadians won't let you have American booze anymore. The people above you won't let you have our booze. It's there. They've already paid for it. They've already shipped it in. They own it. They're just not going to let you buy it. Because they're in a trade war with us. Because we started a trade war with them. We started a trade war with the whole world. And now your government won't let you have the shit they already bought to sell you. Like, do you think we put this shit on loan? Like, do you think that's how business works? Do you think that the grocery store buys all of that product, like, on loan, and then they're like, well, we didn't sell all of this, and here's your share of what we did? No, they buy that shit. They own it. And whatever they have to throw away is called loss, right? And when you own, like, a grocery store, right, you're going to get a lot of loss. You're going to get a lot of theft. You know, that's just loss. You just kind of cook that into the numbers because you just figure, yeah, we're in California, so we're going to have about 90% loss. So, you know, you got to figure all that shit in. And then, you know, and then you figure in, like, you know, we sell food spoils. So, you know, after so long, you know, you can only have fresh meat on the counter for 90 days, and then it's not really considered fresh anymore. So, and then you can have it on the counter for, what, like another 180 days, and then you've got to throw it away, and then it becomes loss. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, we have to throw it away, right? It was fresh for 3 months, and then we put the, you know, the red on sale sticker on it for, you know, 4 months, and then now, you know, we got to throw it away, right? Because, like, I don't think that's actually how it works, but I'm just making fun of shit. But nevertheless, so, you know, that's loss. But they said there's booze. There's a whole bunch of booze, like non-perishable stuff. Like, booze doesn't really get bad when it gets old. It actually gets kind of better. So, like, you know, we're going to take all that booze and we're just going to make it loss. Because we don't want to sell it anymore. We've bought it. We own it. It's ours. We paid to ship it here. We got it. It's good. We could make money on it. And you guys could drink it. But we're not going to let you. Because we want to write off another 20% loss this fucking quarter. I wonder if Justin Trudeau is going to use your tax money to... Or do you guys pay taxes? You guys pay taxes, don't you? I wonder if Justin's going to use whatever it is that you all fund your government with to subsidize the loss of the... We're going to start the trade war by throwing away all of the American products we already bought. Like, I wonder if they're going to actually do that. You know how fun that is? How fun is that to think about? I mean, I don't know. I'm not Canadian, but I know Canadians are stupid. And they do, well, hold on. I know the Canadian government is very stupid. And they do things a really stupid way. And so I honestly think that Justin might be like, hey, we're going to pay these stores money because they threw away all the booze that we don't want you to have now. Because we don't like America anymore. I could see that. I could buy that. You think that's happening? I don't know. Sounds like you guys need a Doge. Speaking of which, in France, I saw a picture of a whole bunch of Teslas in front of a Tesla building, and like the whole thing was on fire. Now, granted, I don't know if I believed it, right? Like, they're saying that the French people have made a big stand and they've burned all these cars and burned the fucking Tesla dealership or whatever. They set fire to the whole thing. First of all, that could be a picture of a fire that was started in fucking 2020. I don't know. That's happened. You know how often they put up pictures and go, look at these children in cages, look what Donald Trump is doing, and then the community notes directly underneath that says that's from Obama, this picture is from fucking 2014. You know, like that happens so much, man. Like it really happens a lot. So I don't know. It could be all bullshit. But on the off chance that the French people in wherever the fuck it was that burned this Tesla place, like all those cars, like generally the dealership is more local than that. And like that guy, that French dude that owns that Tesla dealership, he bought those cars. And if you guys seriously set them on fire, I hope they arrest every fucking one of you idiots and fucking put you in prison forever. Because you're too stupid to exist out on the streets. Like, you're too dumb to be that dangerous and fucking out free. Like, I mean, I don't know. Perhaps Elon is literally like another whole wing of the U.S. military. And every Tesla sales place everywhere in the world is owned like him, and he just opens them up everywhere like little military bases, and he just sells Teslas out of them. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they're all owned by him. Maybe every Tesla dealership is owned by him, and he's the only one to be impacted by this. But that sounds fucking stupid to me, because usually they don't do that. Usually they sell the rights to sell the cars, the dude opens up a shop, he buys a bunch of stock, and then tries to sell the Teslas. If you dumb fucks seriously burnt them all, what is wrong with you? Like, and this is why Donald Trump has made the world go insane. Because you all are so angry with us, you're literally just pissing away money now at this point. Like, don't you understand you're cooking up to start a war with us? Like, don't you get this? Don't you see where this is eventually leading? If America won't start the wars so that we can all sell fucking munitions and fight with each other, then I guess we're all gonna have to fight America. Like, don't you see where this is going? And you guys are just pissing away money. What's wrong? I mean, you're pissing it away to us, and I appreciate it. That's fun. But... And everybody's changing. We don't have Americano coffee anymore. We have Mexicano coffee now. Okay. I don't give a shit. Dude, fine. It's the Gulf of America. Go fuck your mother. Like, that's what it is now. You want to know why? Because we said it is. You want to fight us over that? Really? I don't give a shit if you change everything with America anything on it. It's all Mexico now. If you fucking take every American flag and I don't know, silk print a fucking Mexican flag over it so that it just kind of slightly fades in. Whatever the fuck you want to do, man. I couldn't care less. Like, these are piddly stupid fucking games. Y'all are playing piddly stupid fucking games. And that is why, when it comes down to it, ultimately at the end of the day, I actually feel a little happier to be an American right now. Because I am watching a man drive our country straight into the rest of the world. And he's doing it without a care in the world, and he don't give a fuck if he wrecks us. And you're all doing this shit. Right? Like, you guys are all so flustered that Donald Trump said some shit, so now you're all just burning stacks of cash. Okay. Cool. You do you. Good luck with that. It's a bold move, Cotton. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. But hopefully someday it will. I don't know. But at this point, dude, yeah, we're riding off the cliff, and I don't care. Because I think that's what we need. Like, they're slowly bleeding us with 1,000 cuts. And we need somebody who's going to literally drive us off a cliff, and the whole time looking at them going, oh, you think I'm going to blink? And we just keep getting closer to riding off. Until eventually, something's going to have to happen. But, I've seen the video of what would happen if the entirety of the world attacked America. I've seen the video. A lot of people are going to die. But ultimately, we will rename the Earth to America.